Welcome everybody. Hello. Alright. Let's get some puzzle warm up. I'm tactically weak, obviously. I can't see a 2-move combination. Little warm up. This is a puzzle. Are you even kidding me? It's mate with knight c6. Shoot. So king takes rook is definitely not the move. King takes rook is not the move. Knight c6 is mate. I'm pretty good at seeing threats for the other player. So it has to be another move. It has to be knight d4. That's also rook takes d4. But knight d4, rook d4, king b4. And like all kinds of stuff is hanging. I don't see what knight g5 check does. We got lag. Alright, next. Live. We're live. Yeah. We're down a piece here. So we play knight takes e4. That's another really bad freaking blunder. Wow. That's like my tournament game yesterday. Oh no, I have to play knight e2 check first, but I thought king f2 was a defense. Well, that's weird. Oh, I see. Knight e2 check. No, that's why I lost my game yesterday. Playing the second best move too quickly. Unacceptable. Impatient. Keep going. Oh, this is tough. Alright, knight takes g3 doesn't work. Therefore, it must be knight takes e4. Asterbate, what's up? What's up? Check. Check on h3. Check on h3, rook g2. I mean, what's my other option? If queen d3 check, king g2. If queen f3 check, king e1. I wonder if that could possibly be a solution. Queen f3 check, king e1. How do I checkmate him on c1? Guys, we're taking challenges 7+5 casual. So it has to be queen d3 check now? Queen d3 check. Really unconvinced by this. Queen f3 check, king e1. Wasn't sure about this at all. Queen f3 check, king e1. Queen d3 check, queen d3 check. king e1, queen takes b1, check, queen d3 check, king g1, queen takes b1, check, king h2, bishop takes g2, threatening mate in 1, and I still don't know how easy this is to win. Damn it, I got it wrong. Wow. I don't understand. How can it be queen f3 check? Man, it must really be slow motion. That's pretty tough. I mean, I'm not a computer. There's no immediate mates at all. That's pretty weird. I mean, the horizon, I don't even see us finishing white off yet. I don't get it, man. That's stupid. It's not even clear the game is over, and that's the solution. It's a horrible puzzle. This looks easy, but that usually means I got it wrong. I did it again. It's a trap. Okay, so I fell for the trap. Knight g3 doesn't work again. Rook takes e8. Mr. Coffee, Aspate, faithful friends. You're gonna get some challenges here eventually. Well, Knight g3 doesn't work because of... Let me see the freaking position, man. Knight g3, rook takes e8, knight takes f1, rook takes f1, and I'm down a piece. The only other move that looks good is g3, probably. So that would allow rook takes e4. Maybe bishop takes f2 check. Bishop takes f2 check, getting him off of e4. Rook takes f2. Bishop f2, rook f2, g3. I guess. Alright, that one was okay. Queen is hanging. Knight f7 check. King d7. What would I do on that move? That's a disaster. Thanks, Mubot. Oh, this is a weird position. I don't know. Black has a lot of pieces. Our queen is attacked. Knight f7. King d7 doesn't seem to do anything. I have no checks after knight f7. King d7. My queen is hanging. All the black's pieces are defended. Super weird. Wow. Knight c6 check? Is that somehow supposed to work? Knight c6 check, knight takes c6. Queen takes b3. I'm still down 3 pieces. Or 2 pieces and a rook. Oh, there is another move there. Wow, this is a crazy position. I have bishop and knight. I mean, I'm down 2 pieces and a rook for queen and pawn. Knight f7 drops a piece. That's not even a very good option. Knight c6 loses. Wow, this is weird. You know, the only thing that occurs to me is that black doesn't have a lot of threats against the white king. So the solution has to be like a mating attack against the black king. It can't be like winning a piece. Like, there's no... That didn't just happen, dude. The guy just like kibits the solution. Are you serious? First time chat. First and last. I never do puzzles, but this guy is like the first time in my chat and he kibitses the solution while I'm doing a puzzle. Like seriously, that's the most idiotic thing I've seen in a while. He obviously just like used an engine to figure it out or just saw the solution. This is unbelievably dumb, dude. I was looking for it too. That was going to be my move, but I wasn't sure, you know, if I have a mate or not. After queen a8 check, like knight takes, let's say knight takes b2, queen a8 check, king c7, queen a7 check. The guy's unbelievably stupid. Wow. Thanks for ruining it. Alright, anyway. Moron. Let's go. Boy, it takes a lot of effort to like look at the solution with your computer and then submit it here. It's a good thing I don't do puzzles on my stream, because that would drive me crazy if people did that. You're like thinking about a puzzle and they just kibitz the solution. I love it when people do that on Facebook. The authors of some puzzle put like, please do not put the solution, you know, do not text the solution. And what do? They immediately send in the answer on your Facebook post. Alright, whatever. It's amazing, like, on this entire site, there's 3 challenges that meet my criteria with 28,000 games in play. How is that even possible? How is it possible? There's only like 5 games that meet my criteria with 62,000 players online. Does it seem feasible? No casual games at all? What? How is that even possible? It's crazy. Here's a couple casual games. Too fast though. FIDE Master Gari is streaming. The great. Alright, guys. Chess Zebra, welcome. Slow Monday morning here. I don't know. Our usual challengers are not around. Puzzle dashboard. Train, analyze, improve. I'll just wait for the chat to submit like solutions. Idiot. Unbelievable. I had found the right move, but I hadn't worked it out. I hadn't worked it out yet to a complete solution. When that spoiler sent in the answer, copy and pasting his computer variation. Honestly, it's really boring when people like stream puzzles. I'm just trying to wake up tactically. It's like watching golf. Okay. especially in the morning. Golf in the morning. Thank you for your generosity. You're inching back to lichess 2100 blitz rating. Don't talk about blitz anymore. Alright. Got really high. Really high ping. I don't understand what that is. Mr. Coffee. No, we don't have any challenges. You guys see this? This is my... Is it a coincidence? The only previous instance of me playing this position with white was against Schieberspieler in a 3+2 game in 2020 during the pandemic. I played like an idiot and lost. Although I think I had a reasonable position. I think I had a good position at some point in this game as well. But here I played a different move yesterday. I played f4, which I like. My opponent immediately went wrong with b4. I go here, a5, bishop e3, bishop a6. Now, like, this is my, seriously, this is my bestest move of the whole game. Can you guys guess what I played here for white? White to move in this position. Total chess, as my friend Sladgie ML says. Mouse clickers and blitz players, you know, they don't conceive this. Asturbate, what an interesting idea. Rook b1.
N-O.
Well, Asturbate, explain to me the idea behind Rook b1. Yeah, it was playable. I couldn't judge it. I wasn't sure. The computer actually likes it. Although it's unclear if it's better than the game continuation. It was playable. I would be down a pawn. But, his move b4 was really bad. It turns out it was very bad. You know, he lost all of his advantage. Technically, this line is better for black if he doesn't play b4. But anyway, a gambit, it's a gambit. Gambit is a gambit. b3 kills it, though. Maybe Asturbate. Rook b1 is... What kind of move is rook b1, Holmes? What kind of move is that? You go to the board with your drink in a plastic baggie if you play rook b1. Seriously. We sacrificed the pawn. You have to play, like, this position like a raving lunatic. Like a slobbering fool. Zombie. Like a ravenous zombie. Okay, let me ask you guys a question. What's the normal move in this position? I'm already down a pawn. Can anyone suggest at least like a standard move in this position? Thank you, Mozart. Rook f2. See, the thing was, rook f2 is like, of course Mozart finds it. It's like the normal quote-unquote safe kind of standard move. You've got getting off the diagonal, possibly guarding laterally here, and even possibly like rook d2 or something. But the problem I found, I really wanted to play way back when. One of my first plans was something like bishop f2 to get my knight to e3. So rook f2 has a slight disadvantage that it blocks your bishop from possibly retreating to give the knight the e3 square. Rook f2 is definitely like the normal move. I think it's like a standard move, and it's good, it's fine. And I also considered, of course, rook e1, but taking my rook off the f-file didn't appeal to me either, because f5 is like a really important attacking idea here. So I thought, like, rook f2, the problem is I just don't really like, I don't know, it's a good move, it is. But I wanted to think about, like, okay, do I have any other options? So basically I just trusted my instinct here, because I've seen instances of this kind of move in like Catalan positions, and I just went with it. My opponent was in time pressure. I said, okay, I have a feeling this is a good move. I'm not sure, but I have more time than my opponent, in a complicated position. Jesus Christ. Mozart found it. Yeah, I played this move and my opponent like gave me a weird look. I think this is like brilliant. It's a brilliant move. Not really, the kind of move like I'm normally making, but it's been done in the Catalan before. The other thing is, I also don't want to trade queens. If you play f5, you're going to run into these things where your queen gets traded. I don't want to trade queens. I'm down a pawn. So the other main thing is like, okay, yeah, I'd like to go here maybe. I guess you could play queen f3. I was a little bit off-put by like this, like this. I didn't really like this, like knight going to g4 or something, It was kind of weird. This is, I think, what Hans would probably play. This is fun, though. Anyway, queen g4, opponent makes a funny face at me. And then he's just like a total donk and just does the obvious thing. h5 is weakening. I was hoping to provoke it, actually. A lot of weaker players would have played that because they could. It's not a very good move. This is definitely an interesting move. I think that's a good move. Maybe black's best. But of course, my opponent, who's like, he's a wood pusher, he plays the obvious move. And so I sacrifice the exchange. It's a great exchange sack. But here I made a mistake. I was like, twice in this game I made moves where I chose the wrong option between two choices. overthinking a little bit. I should have just taken with the rook, which is natural. But I got a little bit fancy here. Of course, taking with the rook makes tons of sense because it brings the pressure down the f-file. But I couldn't resist this feeling that my bishop is blocked on e4, and I thought, okay, it comes back to f1, and I'm going to kick it out this diagonal. So I made a mistake here. I took the wrong way. I should have taken with the rook. I took with the bishop. Still I have compensation, but the rook was better. There's this really awesome line here, like rook takes, takes, f5, castles, pawn takes, knight takes, pawn takes, queen check, king h7, queen h3 check. That's like draw by repetition. I don't know if white, might have more, but I can probably have at least drawn. Anyways, I'll just show you guys the critical position because I'm not here to analyze. I just wanted to share this. So after takes, bishop takes, the game was rook b1, and my opponent blundered again. I think he should castle right away. I'm not really threatening anything, it turns out. I thought I was threatening d5, but maybe it's not so big deal. So he thought I was threatening d5. He goes here. This was my plan. I played bishop c4. He should probably trade here, but now he blunders. Now, acerbate, what's the move for white? I've already sacrificed the pawn. This is my game for the Budapest Team Championship against the FIDE Master yesterday. Acerbate can find this one. Rook b1 was a good idea, acerbate, but it's better if it has an open file, right? So I sacked the pawn, I sacked the exchange. So let's add it up. One pawn, one exchange. Now what do? Knight takes f7, very good, but we're down a rook now. After knight f7, rook f7, full rook down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're a full rook down. And taking back the exchange leaves me a full piece down. Take g6. Nope. We're just down too much. So here, and this is horrible, man. Here, and now he's in Zugzwang, almost Zugzwang. See, he's threatening knight f8. So black's threatening knight f8, and he's probably winning if he plays knight f8 because I'm down a rook, and I'm only going to get back the exchange. So I played this. It's like freezing him. He's paralyzed now. Almost paralyzed. Down a rook, but almost completely paralyzed on his back 2 ranks. Here, nice game. Good luck, sir. At this point I have half an hour to 3 minutes. And my opponent reaches for his knight. After thinking for a minute, he was reaching for the d7 knight, about to play knight f8 for 2 times when he suddenly, it dawned on him what was happening. If he plays knight d7, I have rook takes e7, knight takes e6, rook takes e8 check, rook f8, and rook takes e6 with a massive position. A pawn for the exchange with 2 bishops, huge pawn structure, it's winning. And it's so sick, man. He finds the only move, bishop h6. And now this move is good enough for me. Actually, no. He has a move here. Yeah, he had a weird move, rook a6. It's a computer move. Apparently this would hang on. He has ideas of c5. It never occurred to me. It's like some kind of engine defense. Black would never find that, though. So he plays this. I play g4. And now black's like basically like doesn't have any moves. I thought that he's gonna resign in like a move or two. Now he played knight f8. And I was like, I was about to play rook takes e7, and then I was like, well, let's see. If I play rook takes e7, queen e7, I'm winning. If I play rook e7 and he plays knight takes e6, and I play rook takes e8 check, rook f8, right, rook a6 is accompanied by strange vibrations. Definitely. I don't know, I had the feeling like, okay, this is probably winning, but it's gonna be like, it's gonna take some work, right? This isn't over. White has a crushing advantage with these like pawns, and he's getting smushed with g5. There's this. His knight hasn't moved out. Like, I mean, it's just a really, really crazy position. It's like plus 3.5 or something for white. But it came over me like, oh, I can just take with my queen, and he has to resign. I was like gonna take with a rook, and I was like, why would I leave my queen hanging when I don't have to? You know, I'm like, queen takes, triple attack, f7, queen takes queen, rook takes queen, he's losing the rook. He's losing the rook back, I'm totally winning, game over. So I'm like, why should I play like rook takes e7 when queen takes e7 he's just losing the rook back, he basically has to resign. I played this and he goes knight d7. And like stands up from the board like he's a genius, you know? It's unbelievable. Like how can I be such a fish, you know? To not see that he can play knight d7. It would have worked in the other position too. I mean, if we go back to the other position where he goes bishop h6, if he played this right away, you know, same thing. I mean, he always has this. Queen e7 was never a thing. Like, I had to play rook takes e7. Rook takes e7 is game over. It's so stupid. This is how I lose. Why must I lose to this idiot? Actually, I can still maybe like not lose here if I played really well. But I was so pissed that I just like lost my mind completely after this. I couldn't concentrate anymore. I thought I was gonna like kill myself. I totally missed knight on bd7. But that's even a move. Obviously the point is rook takes, knight takes. It was like an optical illusion. I just didn't like having my queen in take, you know. This would have taken some effort to like finish him off here. I don't know about this. Doesn't matter, right? If knight f8, I just go here. Then it's really over. This is such a sick blunder, man. I mean, bishop h6, g4, knight f8, rook e7, and he's resigning, basically. But I play queen e7, and then I'm like almost lost. This is my game from yesterday. I mean, I injected all this energy in the game, sacking a pawn, the exchange, a piece. I have the guy pinned down on 2 ranks in virtual Zugzwang, and I lose the game in 1 move. I could have hung on here apparently. Like takes, 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 g5, bishop g7. I don't know, king f2, but it's like, or maybe like rook c7. But black's better now. I'm down a piece. I'm down a piece, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for a pawn. I'll get a second one. I don't know. Maybe I have chances to draw, but it's not easy. Alright, Kappa Negro, Alpha Blood Wolf, The Troll, Wikipoo, Mikhail Tao Disciple. Is anybody here a subscriber to the stream? Or wanna be one? But kudos to Mozart for finding rook f2 and queen g4. Those are White's like best, I think, top 2 moves. You know, in that position after if I either sack the exchange or don't sack the exchange. I mean, Queen G4 is top 2. Rook F2 is top 2, I think. Yeah, this isn't easy for black. My king will get over here. But I just, like, I was too upset, you know, after throwing the game away that I... And it's so stupid how check out how I lost, though. So I play this, he plays this, I play G5, he plays this. And now, I can still continue with, like, E5 or something. But I found F5. And you know, the irony with this, I'm down a rook. The irony is that if he doesn't have this move, which I missed, then he's like, I have enough compensation for the rook. This is his only move. It's almost like he just happens to have it. I should have played like E5 or something, but he just happens to have this. Take, rook takes. Because if I take, he takes here, and then I can't protect against the c-pawn coming down. Look, man, those squares. It's so... Isn't that just great? Perfect. Isn't that just wonderful? I can't get behind it. I can't get down here. It's just wonderful. So my opponent, being the tactical buzzsaw that he is, you know, he saw this like immediately. So sick. F5. 2 blunders for me, 1 blunder for my opponent, and game over. Yeah, he has to find the Hans like rook A6 apparently. And the game is anybody's game at that point. Maybe black is slightly better according to the engine. Rook A6. Bzz, bzz. Wait, was it on the previous move? Wait, what's this? And now I don't know. That's what my phone was saying after the game. Now it's not agreeing with rook a6. My computer's not agreeing with rook a6. Bishop f6. Or maybe it's on the next move. Okay, bishop h6. Oh, it was here, right? g4 rook a6. Sorry. g4 rook a6. Wait down a full rook. Compensation for rook. Look at this variation. By the way, at this point my opponent has 3 minutes and I have half an hour for 20 moves. Although he's a very good bullet player. He's in his element here as a bullet player with a lost position. That's his comfort zone. No, he's not lost, but I mean, really tough position to play. Even if the computer says it's like 0.8, I'm down a rook, and the computer says it's 0.8. I mean, really tough to play. Nobody finds rook a6 except for Hans, and the problem is if you don't find the Hans move, you really are worse. So sick. And then it's like blunder, blunder, blunder. Blunder number 1, blunder number 2, blunder number 3, like blunder number 4. Just a series of blunders where I have... It's unbelievable. A perfectly interesting game, and then just 4 blunders, like it was bullet chess. Alright. Caspa Negro, Alpha Blood Wolf. Alpha Blood Wolf has no games. Troll on Zero. Nothing like a warm-up game with Chess 960 and Troll on a roll. I lost 7 ELO points yesterday in this garbage blunder. The last blunder. The problem is I thought he was just going to resign. I was like, well, I don't need to use much more time thinking about this. He has to resign. I did like a bad puzzle solution. Bad beat stories. Nothing like a good chess bad beat story, huh? From a salty international master. Played like an idiot. But you know, honestly, like, if I hadn't been the one who injected all the life into the game, if I had played like passively and lost, I mean, then I would feel like, okay, no big deal. But I hate that, like, when you play and the opponent just like makes like only moves and you lose. I invested all the artistic chess into that game, and my opponent just sat there and took the material, and then I resigned. Wow. Hypermodernism in Chess 960. Speaking of take the material, just as long as it's like inconvenient for my opponent. Should I play b5? I hate it. It like weakens my position. Seven elo points. It's a lot, you know, for me. I don't fluctuate that much. Losing one game is very, very painful. The thing was weird. He came 50 minutes late to the game. Ivanov always had that, where it's like the opponent being in time pressure sort of favors them because it makes the other guy go crazy. It was just a weird... The guy was 50 minutes late. I thought he wasn't going to come. You're sitting there for like 50 minutes twiddling your thumbs. You're like... Totally, like, I was totally, like, mentally ready to play. But after, like, sitting there at the board for 50 minutes, I'm, like, sure the guy's not coming now. You know, I don't think I ever had anybody... Maybe Brian McCarthy did that once against me. The only person ever to do that. Half an hour short, but, like, 50 minutes... I totally kind of, like, lost my... I don't know, readiness to play or something. You're lucky I'm in a good mood today, Troll. Yesterday you've gotten banned for that. I've banned... I mean, I'm American and I grew up in the 70s and 80s, dude. Watching Beverly Hills 90210. No, I didn't. That was not cool. I'm just kidding about that. I'm a brony. Troll is an educated dude. He just plays a stupid troll on TV. So what are we doing here? Thought I had a plan. It's getting a little tricky to actually undermine him. How's our castling plan coming along? Did I tell you guys how much I love... Have I told you lately how much I love... What was I gonna say? Blockading with my queen on d6? Queens are the best blockaders. We had this horrible Gingy Indian I lost against Sumaher, one of our regular viewers, last week. And I was like, there's no way I'm blockading with my queen on d6. That's the worst. Battle for the center. The g6. g6 plus 1. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my therapeutic bad beat story. I just want to know that I'm not an idiot. I mean, I am an idiot, but I'm not like a strategic idiot. I'm a tactical idiot. It's so sick to lose to that guy. Everything that I hate about chess, he embodies. Playing too quickly, artificial, superficial, materialistic style. No conception of deeper strategy, just like bullet chess and tactics. It's so sad. I don't know what got into me. I really don't. I was like possessed or something. Why would I play queen takes e7 anyway? The plan was to play rook takes e7 originally. And then suddenly I just like changed my mind for no apparent reason. Like my body was like taken over by an evil spirit or something. I'm seriously gonna have to play queen d6. But this is covered, you know, this is covered and this is covered. So even if I do have to play queen d6, it's secure in the notion that no one can hurt you. Oh my god, bishop e7 now. No, it's too late for that. Rook e5. Got me a 90%er. 99% accuracy. Even Hans doesn't hit that high. No, he has 100. Mookie Betts bowled a 300 yesterday, Mr. Coffee. Did you see that? I guess not. It was in the news. That's his second perfect game this year in bowling. That's pretty sick, man. You're in like the National League playoffs and you're bowling perfect games. 2 perfect games in 1 year. Mookie Betts, former Red Sox outfielder. Dude, it's so good. It's just sick. That's like the biggest mistake of the Red Sox. Moronic management to trade Mookie Betts. That's like worse than the curse of Babe Ruth or whatever. Wow, you had that. You had that little move, huh? G5 isn't going to cut it. I'm going to lose my extra pawn back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, anyway, I'm still up 2 pawns. Bishop D2? I actually have Bishop D2. Astrobate gets gutter balls even when they put those like child-proof, you know, walls on the side of the alley. He like hops the ball over and into the gutter. He can like bounce it. No, we used to use those with my kids when they would play. It's weird to say play in terms of bowling, isn't it? You don't really say play bowling. Well, I mean, if you're used to normal bowling, it's obviously a distraction. I also bowl worse with those things on the side of the alley. They're like ball magnets or something. I think they have magnetic power. You don't play bowling. It's not a game, it's a way of life. Control you're sacrificing an exchange? Nice. Speaking of a man who's not afraid and not materialistic. Huh? He's not materialistic. Materialistic-osh. Pin it and win it. Alright, what do I do? Knight C8. I freed up C8. But that's gonna create... Man, it would be sick to get mated by like Knight F6 somehow. Maybe I have to get back the exchange. I don't want to lose the F pawn. Rook F1, G6, Bishop F6. Oh no, defended his rook. Defender of rooks. I guess King G7. I have so many pawns now, I could actually sacrifice a piece. For example, like Knight takes D6, Bishop D6. I have... How many pawns do I have again? Like 4 pawns for the piece? No, just 3. Play bowling. Casponegro. Atif. GM. Shaun. Akarsh. Caponegro. So the problem is, okay, yeah, we gotta watch this blockade. You can play Bishop F6 now. Uh-oh. He didn't do it? You didn't do it. I'm just gonna take that bishop next move. It's driving me crazy, dude. We'll just take it and then play like rook e8 and get the pawn and win. A couple pawns up. It has to go. This has to go. I mean, I guess he can play knight to d5 to rethink our strategy on knight d5. I have tricks there too. Take everything, take on d6. This is sick. Look at this. If he plays knight d5, I take d5, take d5, take d5, take d6, and then rook e1 check. This is awesome. Here, 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 and then here. Let's see what happens. Bishop takes, check. King here, rook takes, bishop e5, check. Oops. That doesn't work. Wow. So troll, I can't do that. I would have to be very, very careful here. It's kind of an annoying position. Not so easy to finish him off. I mean, you know, we're probably winning, but it's gonna take some work. Alright. Caspa-Negro. Caspa-Negro, do you have enough games? Looks like it. As there is no subscribers challenging, I'm just going to take the challenges I've got in order. There are feats of coordination. They imbibe alcohol. What does that mean on the street in Vegas or what? Street performers? Imbibing alcohol? Bowling and stuff. Ah, bowling we're talking about. Now I understand. Imbibing alcohol. Bowling culture. Of course. It's a bowling culture reference. Exactly. Wow. What just happened? You didn't move yet. I love this position though. This is cool. The unexpected. I think White really has to play d4 in the opening, if given the opportunity. The best move is d4. This is playable, but he probably didn't necessarily play the best setup. I don't think b3 is good. I don't think b3 is optimal. For White. Normally they just do d3, leave the bishop on c1, and play for like b4 on the queen side. Maybe I had better. What should I do here? Yikes. Wiki Poo is next. Seen him. Oh, he's playing. He's busy playing. I haven't seen Wiki Poo in a long time. Very strong blitz player. Wait, what? I'm sorry. I got behind a move there. A3? Oh no. You didn't avail yourself of the opportunity to play F4 is really important move for white, I would think. The Roach Motel. Welcome to Roach Motel. White. Having trouble hanging on to that. I thought you would play B takes C and try knight B7. I mean, here white is like strategically lost. Strategic. I don't know, guys. Monday mornings are so weird. I always feel like been through the ringer. This is not good. But what if I played Rook A4 first? B-Jock, thanks for subscribing. You the man. You missed me showing my painful blunder from yesterday's OTB game. Chess bad beat stories. F4 is a good move too. Wow. Just pile up on I-95. I'm such an idiot, man. I tell you guys all the time to take your time. And I blunder in a winning position with 30 minutes to like 3, with 20 moves to make the time control. Yeah, it's really weak this year. It's the Budapest Team Championship. It's kind of a joke. For a while it was getting pretty strong, but now this season is like, it's awful. There's only like 1 or 2 strong players. Yeah, our team won, but against a really, really weak team. We have a weak team too. All the teams are weak. It's just a joke. The Hungarian Team Championship is obviously very strong, but the Budapest Team Championship is like an amateur league. No, that's in the Hungarian Team Championship. No, that's the serious one. This is just an amateur league. But it was pretty good before. And now, for some reason, this year is like a joke. Oh my god. Speaking of jokes, I just lost to a 1500 player. That's awesome. I didn't lose yet, but I will lose. Holy shit. This is why I lost my game yesterday. Wow, one move tactic. Anyway, this will be challenging. I have 4 pawns for the rook or something. I hallucinated. I was like double attacking A1 and he didn't have time to play bishop takes A8. This is like pre-calculated. Wow. That's how I lost. One move tactic. Can't see. The whole thing was calculated in advance. And I just... Wow, he's just dropping a rook now. Oh my god. I thought he was dropping a rook. I give up. I just can't see anything. Maybe I have like some kind of brain damage. Wow, dude. He's 903 in bullet. Bullet rating 3 games. Yeah, he was lost. He was lost. But tactically, pretty strong. No, I didn't get migraine or anything. I rarely get headaches. Oh, his technique is pretty good, huh? Confident guy, too. Caspa Negro. I stopped drinking. That would probably help. No, I mean, I don't know. I just made... Really, yesterday, I'm pretty strong tactically, but maybe I occasionally miss like single moves. Jesus Christ, dude. You're really 1500? He instantly plays the best move there? Wow. Yo. What are you talking about? Checkmate, bish. Yo, why does the background look like Budapest? What? What background? What are you talking about? Dude, seriously. I just lost to a 1500. Uh-oh. At least you've been pardoned. That's the good news. Pardon me. Doesn't seem like 1500. I mean, I did drop a rook, but he's pretty fast and pretty confident. He's more like 1800, I think. But I mean, I just dropped the rook. Wow. In a winning position. I just like dropping games. Monday morning is not my strong point. Dude, look at how relentless attacking he is. Check. Check. I mean, I might as well go for it, right? He's so aggressive. It's like violently aggressive. Violent. He has violently aggressive tendencies. Wow. Really? I don't even want to talk about my vision tactically. I think I might have brain damage. I think it's the lack of alcohol. I haven't been drinking enough. By no means certain this is winning. He's got to have perpetual check. Maybe not. I'm going to lose my pawn there. God damn it. How do I avoid perpetual check? And we have to try that move? Damn it. There? Okay. No, I can't see how I'm going to avoid the perpetual. How do I freaking avoid the perpetual? He checks me on h5. Like, he's going to play queen e8. Do you think I can, like, push the pawn or something? He's starting queen takes e6 check. And then queen takes f5 check. I have no idea what to play. Maybe queen f8? Queen f8 with queen f6 idea. He still has freaking perpetual check. Unbelievable. There's like no way to get out of perpetual checks without like dropping my stupid pawn. What about like king at h7? It's hopeless. I don't care about the e6 pawn. Found that. On his own even. I still think he's better than an average 1500. He did hang a rook, but I'm like far worse than that. Unbelievable. This is an epic game. High quality. We specialize in quality here, not quantity. Journey to the center of the earth. He's gonna send this game for a Thursday analysis stream. Oh no, tomorrow's Tuesday. Where's my pen? I lost my pen. Lost my pen. I have an IKEA golf pencil. Damn, dude, King H3. My IKEA golf pencil doesn't work. I have a pencil sharpener somewhere. Pens are all gone. Alright. There's another one that's broken. Damn it. Gotta dig out a pencil sharpener while I'm losing on time. Check out this guy's defensive skills. It's really disturbing. Wait. No way. He has that? I don't know, man. I don't believe he's 1500. I'm not buying that. He's too fast, too strong. He made a blunder of a rook, but I mean, come on, man. He's too tricky and too smart in defense. Like, instantly playing h4 when I played h5. That's a smart move. He's defending it, like, perfectly. Well, he was defending it perfectly. Now I'm not so sure. Let me out. We're out. Coming out party. Into the wild blue yonder, bro. What an epic game. This is like the best game I've played, maybe ever. Honestly. Probably my best game ever. Seriously. My literally best game of all time. So sick. I'll just hang around here a little bit. No major threat. Even played Queen G2 there. Good game. Yeah, how's my pencil sharpener coming? Do I even have one? Yeah. Alright, I gotta write something down, and I lost my pens. So we're desperately using the pencil sharpener. Alright. Today is Tournament Tuesday. Golf pencil. Pencils are in my jacket downstairs. My pens, I mean. Alright. Here we go. That was a good game. Now we're really playing some good chess here. Phew, that was quality. Sumaher, Resident Spectator. 10 plus 5. Too long. It's too long. Resident Spectre. From Wales. Wikipoo. I gotta take Sumaher first. Subscriber. Thanks for subscribing, man. We're not getting a lot of support lately. There haven't been much donations, so I'm basically a charity streamer. But I do appreciate, I just do this because I like, playing chess. Do appreciate those that do subscribe. A little bit of a kickback. IVYM, thanks for being a subscriber. It really helps. I appreciate it, guys. Even if I just have 50, 100 subscribers, it's better than 0. So I do appreciate it. Let's try to play better. But I think 10 plus 5 is too long. I have an hour to stream. So let's just do the 7 plus 5, yeah. Resident. Wasting time. Okay. For something different. Sundai the band. Sorry? Sundial. Sundar. You fixed the time control. Okay. I can't be making blunders in the World Senior Championship. But I tell you guys, it was weird yesterday. It really affected me that my opponent came 50 minutes late and then was rushing. I try not to let it bother me, but it's hard not to let that bother you. The one time that happened in a rapid game when Sebe came 12 minutes late to a 15-minute game, it's very disconcerting, It's like your opponent is giving you time odds don't like that. And the other thing was, like, I sat there, like, with my brain, like, just idling for 50 minutes while, while I was waiting for the guy to show up. And just the moment when I thought he would never possibly show up, like, what kind of an idiot, like, goes to the game, seriously, what kind of an idiot goes to the game, like, 50 minutes late against a higher rated player? I mean, that's like suicide, Maybe you can handle, like, a lower rated player, but it's such a dumb decision. I would just, like, not, at that point I was like, look, he's just not even going to show up. I would probably, like, it's not like his team is even good or anything. I mean, I would, like, why would you, and you're black, he's black, he's 50 minutes late. Why would you even, like, show up? I would just, like, walk home at that point. It's suicide. And I still lost. I also lost when Sebe came 12 minutes late to a rapid game. It's disturbing psychologically. It's almost as bad as playing Hans in classical. You try to tell yourself, don't let it bother you. Don't let it bother you. Your opponent is basically playing bullet chess because he came 50 minutes late. You can tell yourself, not to let something bother you, and tell yourself not to let it bother you, but most of the time it still bothers you, like, subconsciously, even if you don't admit it. Dude, what are you going to do? Castle queenside in the Caro-Kann exchange variation? Wow. That's hardcore. What if I do, like, a crazy gambit here? I think I should maybe consider G5. I'm not going to castle kingside. How about you? F3 was the plan. So what's the deal with this? This is a weird ass position. He's gonna castle queenside. He's completely okay with that. Totally standard. Maybe he's not. Maybe he'll try to castle kingside. Guys, there's no one in the chat. What's up? Let's talk about something. Asteroid, who was that guy I banned yesterday that loves Kanye West? He keeps coming back to the stream, but how was he not, like, banned in the first place? Does anyone know who that is? Asteroid, did you recognize that's like a regular troll? Gina Rook. Lol, I am here. Gina Rook. Wow, I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you. But we're not referring to you, of course. There was the troll guy who was professing his love for Kanye yesterday. But Astrobit, you seem to have a sense of, like, who that is. Knight where? Knight d6. Ah, no way. Avoiding the exchange of pieces? That's hardcore. I don't know. I think black has less space. I think I agree with his exchange. It's not to say that knight d6 is a terrible move, but I think it... Okay, you have some value there. But I mean, I'm protecting d2, c4. I don't know. Knight d6 is playable, but it seems risky to me. Astrobate, did you hear me? You thought it was a troll from another stream. He claims he made up the Hans uses anal beads, and he watches Esserman's stream. That's a regular troll. But I can't remember what other accounts he had. I mean, how could he not have been banned already, the way that he acts? I don't understand. Maybe he's one of these guys who just has like 10 accounts. Robert 1, Robert 7, Robert 8. I'm afraid I can't castle queenside. That's just not possible. We're gonna hang out here in the middle. This is a unclear position. I gotta be very careful about my king position. Jabava would love it. John Bava. But why is Jabava... I'm just on a totally different subject now. Why does Jabava call himself James Blunder? He should be John Blunder. He's Joe Bava. Or Joe Blunder. Joe Blunder. Why James Blunder? I don't get it. Oh man, I didn't check my forums today, Mule Skinner. You know how much we love our forums here. Didn't e5 look okay for black? Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of moves. But it would kind of... You know, you can't take pawn moves back. Not everyone likes to commit. I thought he was angling for it now. But this is like double isolated pawns for black. Does it look okay, Gina Rook? I don't know. He doesn't have a lot of other active plans. He can play a minority attack. It's not like the best pawn structure in the world to play e5. I don't know, but he needs to do something. Yeah. No, he should be Joe Blunder. That's strange. Alright. Yeah, there it is. I mean, it's just a matter of time. Black's pawn structure leaves something to be desired. You know, if the queens get traded, black has a really dubious structure. Well, he has a dubious structure either way, but I think it matters more if we go into an endgame where the queens are traded. By the way, like some people, yeah. Look at that king position. Like, whose king is actually more vulnerable here, mine or his? Wow. One thing is for sure. Knight c4 is definitely not happening. That is not happening, boys and girls. Where are you going? Angling over there with queen c8. Super knight. Which way to go? What's he gonna do? Knight d4 seems safer. Maybe that's what he's trying to do? He's gonna try to trade my knight off? But his b5 pawn is hanging. Two nice homes, maybe. These pawns. Two nice homies. I like how Mule Skinner asked his Reddit down. You might find someone here who actually knows the answer to that. But definitely not me. I mean, I don't have anything personally against Reddit, but any sort of forum-like site is disturbing in the era of chess scandals. Alright, Queen F4. Definitely. Oops, I hung my pawn. That's not a problem. Speaking of Holmes, Sherlock Holmes. Queen takes c3, knight takes f5, queen c2 check, king g3. Queen c3, knight f5 doesn't really threaten anything. The knight d3 is an issue. I could play just king g3 directly. Then knight d3. We have other moves as well. I could even sacrifice a pawn here and just be better. Okay, queen f5 was an idea. You're just looking, oh. I saw something on Facebook about it. Well, he said something about him being just like disrespectful, right? I mean, besides just being a cheater, he's always been kind of a arrogant scumbag. You know, and it's horrible to say that about a 16-year-old kid, but I mean, he's like an adult now, you know? It was like Hikaru was also really, really kind of toxic when he was little, but he kind of got better, you know? But Hikaru had much better influences around him, you know? Hans is just like toxic and nobody's there to like help to teach him not to be. Just doesn't have any good role models. Yeah, that's your role model. You're like, you're it's game over, man, for life. If Max Sladgie is your role model, you're gonna end up just being kind of a sleazy, dubious character. Snake oil salesman at best. Maybe a good chess player, no doubt. You know, like most people, he probably wasn't always like that. I don't know. He needs a girlfriend. Oh my god. He needs a friend, period. Someone to be like, hey, you're an idiot, wake up. He got a lot of groupies. He's popular with the far right Josh Hawley supporters. You gotta love St. Louis. They hate cancel culture. Mate and 2. It's check. Whoops. Sorry. Rook e2 check. Damn. Never did sort out that king position. How was the evaluation in this game? Was I better? I couldn't really, like... I couldn't really decide, like, honestly. So I was worse. Apparently G5 was my one major mistake. Or one of my major mistakes. One of them. There's multiple. Wow, so G5 was a mistake. I thought about F3, but I didn't know, like, exactly what I'm doing. It felt weird, you know, to play F3. I mean, keep you out of E4, but I mean, it has a lot of drawbacks. It blocks my knight. I'm weakening my position. You know, that was a question. Any other subscribers challenging me? What about QHSRP? Is he a subscriber? GM Sean, are you a subscriber? Are you banned? Is anyone here banned who's trying to challenge me? G5 is just slow, I guess. It also encourages him to put his knight on a powerful square. I don't know. Don't ask me, it's a computer generating 20 move variations. It's bad because the engine says it's bad after 19 moves deep. There's some problem. Okay, Atif, we've never played before. Atif Dumpor was a Bosnian. I think. Only other Atif I ever met. Long time no see, the Great Lazarus. The Great Lazarus is still with us. What's up? I have dementia. Monday morning is hard. I don't do well. I don't do well Monday mornings. Wow, that is a really unusual move. Someone asked me about this recently. It's played in the 4 knights. I thought about like knight a3 in the past here. Like it was I don't even know what the best move is for white. I've been crying about my team game I lost yesterday in the Fish Championship. Budapest Goldfish League. Seven elo points down the tubes. It's just an extremely weak league. Totally amateur. I agreed to play 5 matches, and I didn't realize it was like all the good players are not playing anymore for some reason. We have like 2 GMs and 2 IMs who are higher rated than me on the list, and I was like playing board 1. Our opponent's team top board was like a weakish FM, relatively weakish FM. It's just, I really didn't want to play, but I was like guilted into it. Winning a piece here. Okay. Too easily manipulated. I'm just too nice of a guy. I constantly say yes to people. Can I borrow $500? Yes. Will you play 5 matches? Yes. I just don't know how to say no to people, you know? I need help, really. No! No, I don't want to loan you $500. No, I will not play in this Goldfish League 5 rounds. You gotta be firm when denying requests. Thank you, G-Souts. I'll try to do that next time. It's a good suggestion. Is it as bad as Heads Up Poker, though? It's just in general, it's not good to play just like weaker players. I mean, and on top of that, I just don't have time.
No!
Thank you. I don't have time. I never have time, and I can't afford to like give away every like third Sunday to play in the Goldfish division. So I lost to a FIDE Master in a winning position. Well, I had a winning position, lost 7 rating points. The maximum I could win is like 5. Well, no. Yeah. So I waste my Sunday, you know, to play this game where the maximum I can gain is 5 rating points. I've got to learn to say no to people. Really bad. Just say no. Dude needs to take his time. This guy's 1800, and my opponent from earlier was 1500. I think the ratings are reversed.
No.
Saying no takes practice. My dad was a salesman. I don't know if that, you know, how does that affect me? I'm a terrible salesman. Oh no. Now I can say no, see? I honestly, like, could have played a solid game and just, like, drawn yesterday, but my opponent was 50 minutes late. Like, I'm never, ever gonna agree to a draw with the guy. He didn't even say sorry. Like, it's totally common courtesy to say, like, sorry when you come, like, late at all, even, like, 5 minutes. It's not required, but it's, like, good sportsmanship. I'm sitting there for, like, 50 minutes waiting for him to show up. The minute that I think he's not going to show up, he shows up. Just when I had like mentally like prepared myself to not play, my opponent shows up. It was very disturbing. I totally like turned myself off. Like, okay, he's definitely not going to show up. You almost like, and you're just like, all right, it's fine. I have a day off, you know, whatever. Psychology is tricky. You should always like apologize politely if you show up late to a chess game. These are the kind of things that the kids just don't know about, you know. Every good player I've ever played who was late pretty much apologized. Yeah, well, I mean, that's not surprising, is it? If you don't know enough not to cheat, like, I don't think you're going to have very good, like, board manners either. Oh, this player has no games? Alright, I'm going to cancel this. You gotta have at least 100 games. Resonant spectator. Yeah, I mean, a lot of younger prodigies and stuff, like, who are sort of pampered, behave like babies. Like I said, Hikaru was notorious for really bad behavior when he was, but we're talking like when he was like, you know, 13 or 14. We're not talking about like 19 or 20 or 18 or anything like that, even 16. It's one thing for like a 13, 14-year-old to behave like an idiot, you know, but you're like an adult. It's not going to change at that point. Hikaru got better. I mean, I hate to keep comparing Hikaru to Hans because they're not really very similar in many ways, but I'm trying to think like what young players behaved badly when they were young, you know, and like maybe got better. But I mean, if you don't have the morality to take the game seriously enough to not cheat, you're probably not going to behave very well or care about what people think about how you behave. I mean, it's a question of sportsmanship in general. Anyone who has like any sort of sense of sportsmanship and, you know, is going to make an effort to behave in a sportsmanlike way at the board. But if you don't, then there are no rules basically. My funniest Hikaru like youth scandal was when he played John Fedorovich in an over the board game at the Marshall, and something happened and he told John to like F off or something. John has a huge temper, and this is like a 14-year-old kid using the F word with him as an adult. John was like beside himself. He would have like probably like freaked out if it was an adult and threatened them physically. He almost killed me over like a beer once, literally, and I was his friend. But he couldn't do anything to Hikaru because he was like a child, so he threatened to beat up his dad. I thought that was really funny. He's like, if you ever say anything like that to me again, I'm seriously gonna beat up your dad. No, I'm sure that he meant it, you know. It was a classic reaction. And he never did anything quite that bad after that. So it really worked. Alright, main line. Budapest Gambit. Can I go next? Yeah. This is still book. I feel like I had the same game. I had the same game with black myself against Morales. Knight d2. Why knight d2 versus knight c3? Okay, you've got knight f3. Thirsty. I need more water. Maybe that's why I'm playing like an idiot. I'm like dehydrated or something. How much time do we have left? Oh, half an hour. Alright. Maximum half an hour. We'll see. There might be like only one more game today. I got a player here from South Africa. 7+5. Okay. May I play next, sire? Dude, Hikaru was bad behaviorally. I repeatedly told the story how he did the typical kind of like knocking over the pieces and spazzing out when he was about to lose on time when we played in Over the Board Blitz. Yeah, he always does that. That's true. Rook h6, knight takes c5, queen h4, h3. Violence is the answer, not the question. Every time I have like a scandal, it's usually an underage child, and I can't beat them up, you know. Most cases of incidences where I want to like punch someone, it's usually a player who's like under the age of 18, and I'm in like an American legal jurisdiction. With Hikaru, he was like, I was up a queen, like queen and king versus king, and he was like spazzing. It was typical. He could have just resigned. I had like 10 seconds left to mate with queen and king. But he's like freaking and banging the clock and making it as difficult as I could. Typical. Eventually I flagged with like one move or two moves till mate. Okay, that was when he was like 16. You know, it's not... It's just... whatever. Typical kind of unsportsmanlike behavior. Alright. You're in Nairobi, Kenya. You're 1 hour ahead of me. My African geography is like Russian. It's like 30 years old. Or even older. I actually knew exactly where Kenya was on the map at one time. But I think now I'm not even sure. Kenya must be East Coast. Central East? You'd have to be on the east side if you're in that time zone. You're only 1 hour ahead. You're basically Bucharest, Helsinki time zone. Nairobi, Bucharest, Helsinki. I'm in Budapest, so it's 1:05 here. It's so weird though, you never think about how I never think about how the African continent aligns with Europe as far as time zones go. There are very few African players that tune into my stream. Once in a while. So what's the idea again? Oh, another rook lift. This is fun, right? That's gonna defend his king side. I mean, I gotta consider. You gotta consider bishop takes h3, but I don't like the look of bishop g3. So I think we have to play rook takes. That's 20 points of material up frontally loaded. Frontally loaded rooks. I've got 15 plus the bishop. That's 9. I said 20, but okay. 19 plus 3. We have 20. Points of material. So he's offering a peace agreement where like he gives me the knight back here. To stop my attack. Interesting. I'm not sure. Can I try rook g5? Like rook g5 f3 for example. It's not clear that I'm winning. You know, I think I ought to just take the bishop. Go into the rook ending with an equal game. I got my piece back. Approximately equal rook ending. But it's imbalanced a little. That was quite a resource. He made the decision very quickly too. Bishop g4. You got 4 minutes. I mean, you might have other defenses. It's really bad time management, I think. You could have spent another whole minute of your time to make sure you don't have like a better way to not give back the piece. How do you spell spectre? I thought like in British English it's like spectre, T-R-E. You would think he says he's from Wales. Assume for me. Wonder if there's a good move here. F5? F5. G5. F5, G5, Rook G6. It's tricky. You're not from Wales, okay. Well, that explains it. Oh yeah, I could play Rook G6 and then F5. This makes sense. I can equalize. Equalizing. Oh my god, I thought I was equalizing. I am equalizing. The equalizer. $2,000. But you use 3 minutes less. I expected f3. Now f3 is a good move. Just get his king toward the center. I think you should definitely start with f3. For the noun meaning a ghostly apparition or haunting or disturbing image. Spectre. American writers use spectre. Spectre with an R-E is preferred spelling. Thanks, no problem at all. Yeah, spectre. Spector. And then there are people with a name like Senator Arlen Specter, which can even be spelled with an O-R, the family name. I think the family name can be with an E-R or O-R. I've seen both. To even make it more confusing. Wow, rook d5. That is super deep. Super deep. Ultra deep move. Wow. That's high level. Now he plays f3. White might be slightly better here. Also with the K. I didn't know that. We're holding. Only a draw against this 2000. I like how he's like super fast but has no blitz or bullet games at all. I don't know how to evaluate this other than say it's approximately equal. Possibly white has a tiny advantage, but you know, it's so small that it's marginally relevant. Let's check. Did I have more than taking the piece back? That was an exciting game. It totally went out to a dead draw. White's accuracy is going to be higher than mine. Wow, white was winning. Where? What? Rook h6 blunder? Are you sure? Are you serious? So it's all theory here. My move is a what? Theoretical novelty blunder. Wow. Unsound. Man, I rolled the dice. Mamedyarov has played this. Yeah, I never know if I'm supposed to play bishop a7. You see, this is my original plan, was to play like this. I bet I can show you I have games with white here. Nope. I take it back. I did have a game with black against Troll on a Roll. Interesting. So bishop f8 is also possible. I also had this weird feeling I might have once played like d6. Although that's like a terrible thing to do. So, okay, where's the refutation? Is h3 the only move? It is. No? So our problem is like when I take on h3, you're gonna just play like g3, I guess. I just assumed I had a sack here. So say you play knight d3, I guess this is what I expected. Knight d3. Bishop takes h3. And if you take it, you get mated. So the point is, and I'm threatening bishop takes g2, you have g3. And knight f4 is an issue? I mean, I would think like rook g6 nearly works, but nearly doesn't cut it. Like if you go here, white might even have king h2. Oh, f4 was best. Really, not knight d3. Is knight d3 not enough? So apparently f4 is the only move that like cleanly wins. I'm actually good after... Wow. Holy shit. Bishop takes h3, g3, queen e4. Okay, a really hardcore player would have found this for black. You know, I might have stumbled into it. You've got to play f4. And I just assumed that this would work. Assume nothing. The point is this, queen e1. Damn. Queen e1 just refutes it. So that's not so easy. You've got to take time and calculate. I was just basically gambling with the position. I couldn't calculate. I was just playing on intuition to sacrifice, you know, in a blitz game. Or this is like rapid blitz. If GM Sean isn't here, I don't know what I'm going to do. Really. Casper we already played. This player doesn't have enough games, or does? Does. Alright, GM Sean has 30 seconds. It's my turn though, that's the problem. I have to go. Okay, I go first. Sometimes I forget. That's the problem, guys. I gotta go. I will take your challenge later. If you remind me, we'll let him play first next time. Yeah, bishop takes e5, resident spectator. I mean, you're bringing another 5 points of material up front in front of your king, you know, and you're trading off a powerful piece to do it. You played that move pretty quickly, and you also played bishop g4 pretty quickly. Maybe bishop g4 was forced, but I would at least take some time to think about it. Your pace of play is pretty sus. I mean, why insist on playing rapid if you're not going to take your time? I had a similar game in another day where I tried to play like bishop takes f6. I think it was a different position. Bishop f6 here looks pretty stupid. I can't do that. I mean, you can do it, but it's like strategically very bad. I have no justification for giving this bishop up on f6 for a knight. I don't think so. I did have one game where my bishop was on f1, it went to c4, and I clamped down on d5 really hard, but even that felt very artificial. Guys, I gotta go after this game. It was nice knowing you. Tomorrow night, join our team. Ponda and Horses Club. I had the same game similar with Prem. 8989. His new account. B5, anyone? Did it. Oh my gosh. Dealing for dollars. So e5. You get a knight, I get a knight. I get a knight. e5, you get a knight, I get a knight. I get a knight. How does that work? Does that just like balance out? Or am I going to win the exchange at the end of the day? But you get a knight, I get a knight. I get a bishop, you get a bishop. I get a knight. I'm confused. That's too confusing. I'm like a tactical question mark. Sometimes I see it and sometimes I don't. Intuition, not enough. Yesterday I blew a totally winning position because I couldn't calculate like one move deep in OTB. Saw the winning move, planned to play it, then changed my mind for no apparent reason and resigned like 3 moves later. Not even in time pressure or anything. It's so weird. I felt good. Normal. I can't even account for it, you know? It's so strange. Normally, like, you make a blunder, you're thinking, okay, you were in time pressure, you were nervous, you had a hangover, you were tired. None of the above, you know? There was just, like, no physical reason for me to make, like, such a ridiculous decision. GM Sean lost. Alright, guys, I gotta go. That was a nice miniature. E5 wins a piece. Pawn takes knight, pawn takes knight. Bishop takes, pawn takes, bishop takes, check, and I'm up a knight. Yeah, that's the rope-a-dope attack. B5 was a bad move. Gotta be careful. We'll see you guys tomorrow with our team tournament. We've got probably 10 plus 5 rapid, 5 rounds, Tuesday night. No, this is not a known trap. This is like my made-up rope-a-dope opening. I mean, E5 is kind of a known close Sicilian theme, though, Sean. I mean, this is not that unusual. Also in the Hedgehog. Okay, guys, thanks for playing. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.